In the shadows of Washington, D.C., New York, and major European capitals, an invisible war was being waged. The targets weren't military installations or government buildings, but think tanks, journalists, and policy analysts, people shaping public opinion and advising governments on foreign policy. Their work, often critical of Russia's actions, had made them enemies of the Kremlin. The GRU, Russia's military intelligence agency, had taken notice, and in 2017, they launched a silent but devastating cyber operation to infiltrate and manipulate these influential circles. The operation began with a familiar tactic: spear phishing. Emails, designed to look like legitimate messages from colleagues or trusted institutions, landed in the inboxes of experts working at some of the most respected think tanks in the US and Europe. With just one careless click, the GRU's hackers, operating under the alias Fancy Bear, breached secure networks, gaining access to sensitive documents, confidential research, and internal communications. But this was not just about stealing information. The GRU's mission was twofold: gather intelligence on Western strategic thinking and manipulate narratives to sow discord and confusion. They weren't just hacking emails, they were reshaping debates, targeting analysts who influenced military policy, economic sanctions, and NATO's stance on Russia. Journalists were also in the crosshairs. Investigative reporters, particularly those covering Russian corruption, military aggression, and election interference, found their email accounts compromised. Some saw their sources exposed, their research deleted, or their personal communications leaked online in an effort to discredit them. In some cases, forged emails were inserted into real conversations, creating fabricated scandals to destroy reputations. The GRU had perfected the art of hybrid warfare. Instead of silencing critics through direct intimidation, they weaponized information against them, turning their own words into tools of manipulation. Some leaks made their way into Russian state media, distorted to fit the Kremlin's narrative. Others were released anonymously on fringe websites, feeding conspiracy theories that spread like wildfire across social media. The cyber attacks weren't just about espionage, they were about shaping reality itself. By targeting those who shaped policy, the GRU was influencing decisions before they were even made. They aimed to weaken NATO's unity, create divisions within Western governments, and cast doubt on any intelligence linking Russia to global cyber and military operations. Western intelligence agencies eventually traced the attacks back to the GRU. Indictments were issued, and cybersecurity firms exposed Fancy Bear's methods. But the damage had already been done. Trust was eroded, institutions were compromised, and the GRU had demonstrated that in the modern world, battles weren't just fought with soldiers and tanks. They were fought in inboxes, on social media, and in the minds of policymakers. Despite the exposure, the GRU did not stop. They adapted, refining their techniques, changing tactics, and targeting new voices critical of Moscow. The message was clear. Anyone who challenged Russia's power, whether a policymaker, journalist, or researcher, would find themselves caught in the crosshairs of an intelligence war that had no front lines and no safe havens.